So today I'll be showing you all the best training EV hotspots in Pokemon Brick Bronze. These spots can be used to train the EVs on your Pokemon, or you could just use them to farm EXP and money. So let's get started with the basics. What even are EVs? EVs stand for effort values, and they give a Pokemon extra stats on top of their IVs. Your Pokemon can have a maximum of 252 points in a single stat, so for example in speed, and it can have 510 EV points total. Different Pokemon will benefit from these extra points in different EV stats, and so I highly recommend researching the Pokemon. Another really helpful thing to know is that there are also items that you can buy that boost the number of EVs that you earn. So for example, there's a Macho Brace, and it is available in the Battle Coliseum shop for 120 BP. When this is put on a Pokemon, it doubles any of the values that are obtained. So this means that if you were fighting a Pokemon that gave 3 EVs, it would raise it to giving you 6 EV points. This can be used to level up any EV stat. There are actually other items that are more specific to the stats themselves. So for example, when a Pokemon is given the item Power Weight, it will always gain 4 HP EVs in battle, regardless of what kind of Pokemon it is defeating. However, if you're already fighting a Pokemon that already gives you HP points, it will raise this to 5 to 7 points. This is exactly how all of the power items work, and they can all be found in the arcade shop for 1.5 tickets each. Now, something to keep in mind is that if you have EXP share on and you're farming EV points, it will give every single Pokemon in your party the points, not just the Pokemon that you've used in the battle. This is something that is great if you're farming for the same stat on several different Pokemon, but do definitely keep it in mind for if you have Pokemon in your party that you don't want these EV stats on. Personally, I made that mistake, so now I'm having to buy EV resets so I can get the Pokemon the correct EVs that it needs. These EV resets are an item that wipe the entire EV stat corresponds to what was purchased. So for example, if I bought a HP reset, it would make the HP EV go back to 0. These can be found in the Battle Coliseum shop. So where can you train your Pokemon's EVs? I'll show you. The first EV stat that I'll show you is speed. So you want to start by flying to Roscoe City and heading to Route 9. This is where you'll find Camper Pal, and as you can see, my Shelgon begun with 74 points in speed. After this battle, it ends up with 79 points, so this trainer gives a 5-point increase. There is another trainer that gives speed EVs. It is also in the Roscoe City area, so you want to head to Roscoe Beach and then find Beach Babe Samantha. Battling with her will also give you speed EV values. However, she does only give 4 points, so it is 1 point less than if you were to battle Camper Pal. Next, I'll show you where you want to EV train for your special defense. So for this one, you need to also begin in Roscoe City and make your way to Route 10 this time. There's no trainer that actually specialises in the special defense EV. However, in this patch of flowers, you will find 4 Pokemon that give you points in special defense. So the Pokemon that you're looking for is Hoppip, Spoink, Floette, and Comfey. The next EV that I'll show you is Defense. And again, you want to begin at Roscoe City. This time you're going over to Route 8. Here you'll find Hiker Anson, who gives 6 EV points in Defense. For the next trainer, you want to fly over to Kragonis Cliffs to fight Hiker Jackson. He will also give you 6 EV points. So with that one, you can just fight whoever you find easiest to get to. The next EV is Attack. You need to begin by flying to Aradia City and then going to Route 11. Where you'll find Rising Star Darren. It gives you 5 attack EV stats per battle. He is the only trainer for attack. Now we have special attack, and for this we have a series of Pokemon that can be found and defeated in the wild for special attack EV points. If you go to Mount Igneous, you'll find Numel, Slugma, Heatmore and Magby that will all give you 6 EV values after their battles. There is also a trainer for special defense, and you can find him by flying to Port Decker and going to Decker Beach. You'll find Beach Bum Joe at the bottom of the stairs, and he gives you 7 EV points per battle. And last but not least, our final EV stat is HP. For this one you need to fly to Varuma City and go to Route 14. From here there are 3 Pokemon that you can battle that give 5 HP points once they're defeated. These Pokemon are Loudred, Makuhita and Clefairy. Although we have gone through all of the stats, there are remaining 3 trainers that can be battled for multiple EV stat points at once. So the first one you'll find on Route 8, just next to the trainer that we saw earlier. His name is Gentleman Nolan, and he offers 1 HP point, 6 defense points and 1 speed point. Next, you want to fly to Frostvale City and go to Route 15. Here you'll find 2 trainers. The first is Adventurer Tanner, and he offers 6 attack points and 1 defense point. Next is Mountaineer Tonya, who offers 4 HP points and 1 attack point. Another thing you want to keep in mind is that with some of these trainers you can use the RTD to teleport yourself to the Battle Coliseum. Here you can then put your Pokemon in the PC, take them straight back out, then when you return back to adventure mode you'll be in the exact same position, but you'll be with fully healed and replenished PP Pokemon. This saves you having to travel back and forth between your trainer and the Poke Center. However, as mentioned earlier, this can only be used with certain trainers because the RTD signal is weak in specific areas. So this might be something you want to keep in mind when deciding which EV trainer to go with.